Bavarian brilliance doesn't get better than the big daddy of ADVs, the BMW GS. And in its latest 1300 avatar, it promises to double down on the bits that made it oh so beautiful and yet make the bike a whole lot more wholesome for a lot more riders. So here are the 5 bits that really stood out on our short ride in the Himalayas and what still make it the benchmark big capacity ADV.
Now losing 26 kilos is no mean feat, but this is still a behemoth for sure. But the chassis and suspension upgrades make you want to attack each corner in a more enthusiastic manner. It tells you to take the corners, attack them zestily. And even if you do encounter any mid-corner bumps or sort, which you hadn't anticipated before, the GS tells you, hey, don't worry, I got your back. And yet, when you turn the suspension damping from dynamic to road, it all of a sudden turns into this lovely, soft, mushy, transcontinental marshmallow that you can just ride for days. I mean, if I had to take this bike from Delhi to Mumbai in a day, I wouldn't be able to break a sweat. And thanks to the longer rear swing arm now, even though the wheelbase has not gone up, it feels a lot more planted. It feels a lot more stable when you are clocking 110, 120 kilometers per hour. Yes, the seat height is on the taller side. Yes, 230 kilos is by no means light. And yes, it is still a hassle when you are taking U-turns and moving the bike around in the parking lot. But what BMW has managed to offer you is a sort of effortless riding experience which has taken a notch up from the old 1250. Like for instance, this magic sandwich button which sort of allows you to change the few settings on the go without necessarily stopping or whatsoever that way. So you can adjust the heated grip setting, you can adjust the windshield, you can adjust the traction control levels, and even you can adjust the damping. So say for instance, here the windshield, I want to adjust it, I want to raise the windshield, and it's doing so in this manner. See? So effortlessly done. I'll drop it down again just for your sakes. See? And it's lower.
Now, no big capacity GS is complete without protective bits and luggage accessories. And this time round, the panniers that BMW has designed are really intelligent because all of them can be central locked in one go just by pressing this button. And when you open it up, there is an internal light to illuminate your belongings. Plus, these panniers can be expanded or compacted as per your luggage needs.
There's no question that the older 1250 with its asymmetric fascia had a more imposing look. However, this chisel approach for the R1300 GS makes it just as welcoming as German Shepherds are. I do particularly like the relatively compact feel of the new GS. It has a very purposeful and function-oriented design. And of them all, the Trophy Edition color scheme looks the most smashing.
Now we did get a chance to explore the engine thoroughly as such because this new engine which is making around say 10 horsepower and around 5 Nm more so to speak, and it is around contributing to around 6.5 kilos of weight saving. Well, that we've not got a chance to explore thoroughly. I mean, it is happily sitting along at 120, 130 kmph and in 6th gear with no fuss. But it has developed a little bit of a racy intent to it, a sporty intent to it, where it builds up speed, it spools up quite rapidly. And in that sense, just how exciting or thrilling or how livable it is in the real world, well, we'll answer that once we get this bike for a thorough real world road test back at our HQ in Pune and Mumbai. So while we are encountering such off-road or rough road stretches, this GS is just an absolute darling of a motorcycle that way. We've not tried it out thoroughly properly off-road, but it feels a lot more connected, a lot more settled, a lot more lowered, and that has to do with how the center of gravity is, or how the mass centralization has happened, because the gearbox now is below the boxer cylinders, and as a result it lowers the center of gravity. As such, even when you're going over such rough road, it feels a lot more flattened, a lot more settled, a lot more flattened. And that's a big boost when you're going, say, off-roading.
Now, at the time of the ride, we do not have the official new prices of the 1300, but we expect it to cost around a lakh and a half rupees more than the outgoing 1250 GS. But irrespective of the prices, the GS now faces far more solid and competent rivals, and hence BMW has had to step up their game. And in that sense, the upgrades for the 1300 GS have panned out well. The motorcycle still has that aura that it can conquer any terrain in its path with finesse, and now it has a lot more enthusiasm and excitement about it. An engineering marvel on two wheels? Yes, it still is. So what do you think about the BMW R1300 GS? Do let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification icon, and follow us on our Instagram page, because we bring cool automotive content over there as well.